What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Kena Bridge of Spirits. In the previous episode, we took on corrupted Toshi and we beat him, but when we tried to free him, like we did with Taro and with Adira, he just kind of said, nah, fuck that, and took our rot, basically. Like, you know, he was just like, yeah, I know you're trying to do your spirit guide thing, but fuck you. I'm just gonna take your stuff now, and now you have no rot. And he turned the rot against us. Even our friend that was on our shoulder the whole time, our first little rot buddy, he tried to stop it, though. It just didn't work out for him. So we have to move forward. It said confront Toshi at the mountain shrine. So as you can see, now it just says Sacred Mountain Shrine, and that's where we are. But the original quest, or like mission prompt, said corrupt, or to confront, not corrupt. Yeah, we're gonna corrupt Toshi again now. We're gonna confront Toshi at the mountain shrine. So let's go ahead and run here and see what's at the mountain shrine. See what we are indeed confronting. It's pretty crazy. And it turns red as we walk up. Great. Corrupt rock god. So just a little bit of just being honest, I have a ton of experience fighting this boss, because even on my normal playthrough it took me about 30 tries to fight this boss. So this is one of those ones where it'll actually be a little bit more, I don't want to say informative from me, but so basically, first phase here, all you want to do is shoot the crystals. And he comes up for that and does like the ice attack. You just dodge. Pretty standard stuff. And then when he goes for, nope, I thought he was going for the grab. Because this is, like I said, I've played this game before. That hasn't been a secret through this playthrough. But this is one of those bosses that just stuck with me because of how difficult and annoying it is. So I broke the fundamental rule right there. Whenever he gets close to you, you want to do the spirit dash under his arm. But we made it work regardless. But yeah, so I'm just being honest with you guys. I still remember this boss fight. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it well. I just still remember some of the tactics from this fight. But now I think I can have a new one to kind of save us some health. I'm gonna parry this guy since we have the charm stone and get my health back. Come on, run at me again, my man. You know you want to. Kind of makes it kind of boring, but at the same time, worst case scenario, all you lose is some shield there. So I am gonna sit and wait for him to get full health, because this is a multi-stage boss. Again, I usually don't like to talk about previous playthroughs and stuff, but like I said, it took me like 30, maybe even 100 tries. It took a ton of tries. It took me hours to beat this guy, to beat this boss. So I have a pretty decent memory of it. There we go, full health. Beat that guy up. This isn't from memory, this is just, as you guys know, my number one thing I'm gonna do is take out ranged guys. From range. Oh, we got one of these guys too. I did not see him. I do kind of want to save him for last. In case I take any damage. Then I can... Oopsies. By doing like dumb stuff like that. Cool. So this phase for me is all about being patient. Trying not to take damage so that I have health for the rest of the phases. So there we go. Nice little short enemies. And then this is probably the worst part. This next part is probably the worst part of this entire fight. Because you get a basically boss with a bunch of ads that you're gonna want to try to avoid. But that attack is pretty easy to let's go for this one to avoid. And his dash is pretty easy to avoid as well. I want to try to hit these crystals on his back, then shield dash at him and do some damage. Get away from me, dude. So again, it is a lot of kiting, trying to keep full health for me. Alright, just shield dash at him again. Now maybe he'll try to do something. Nope. Alright, so now I actually want him to, like, do something like that so I can get my health back. There we go. I would really like for him to do his throw because that's the easiest one to parry for me. That one I just took shield damage, so that's fine. See, like that one, I have no idea how to parry that one. So now my strategy has kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit. Okay, well he's dead. Unfortunately, I wanted to get more health back, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead, take this out, and we get our rot buddy back. Let's go. And some of the other rot back. Yeah. Now we go through same exact thing on this phase. Gets his crystals back. Dash through. Oh, and now we have the, yeah. We have a laser attack. Whenever he gets close to me, I just like to dash through. You can get hit by that though if you don't time the jump right. Okay, get away from me. So I think the last one is right here. slam attack. Perfect. So now we're on to this is the easiest part, only because it sucks to jump and do this jumping stuff. But if you die, if you fall, you just reset at the beginning of this part. Whereas if you die the rest of this boss fight, you go back to the very beginning of the boss fight. So no thank you. On that. Jump over to this flower. Like I said, this isn't my normal style. I don't usually like to be like trying to be the informative type. That's not really my, like, I do usually have a pretty good strategy and plan for things I do because I've played the games I Let's Play before. But I'm not trying to be like, hey, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. But unfortunately, I don't really have anything else to say because I can't, like, I know how to do what I'm supposed to do. It's just whether I can execute it or not for these parts. So get all of our rot back, and that is good. But like I said, this is one of those bosses. It's like Ishin at the end of Sekiro. It's one of those where I fought this boss for hours on normal difficulty too. So I just have a very good understanding of what I'm supposed to do. Whether I can actually do it on master difficulty or not is a different thing. So since we have the perk where we get one rot action at the beginning of a fight, we could just do that, so that was nice. But basically you want to pull these spikes out of him while he's going for an attack. And obviously purple smoke, or purple like barrier thing means dodge, or means dash through, like it did for all the other bosses. And then the rot god actually isn't an issue until he comes back onto the... Okay, well that's not good. There we go, get our rot on him. I don't know if we got it, but we did. Now we took some damage there. So I want to... And now this time he actually stays here, so we have to actually pay attention to what we're doing. Because he will still attack us. Not great. Laser attack. I think that takes out the enemies. Did we get him? Yes, we did. We got our rot on him. Thank God. So that is how you beat the corrupt rot god. Like I said, I'm not much for being a this is how you do things type of Let's Player. But unfortunately, I have so much experience fighting this boss that I just it's the only way I could go and approach this episode. So let's go ahead, use our rot. Let's shoot him with the arrow, and let's see what happens. So again, I do apologize for kind of changing up my style. It's just I don't really know how else I could have approached this this episode of the Let's Play, because like I said, I've fought this guy hundreds of times, and then after I beat him, I'm one of those people who wants to make sure I can beat him again. I also was kind of looking into speedrunning this game at the end. I thought it would be kind of fun. So when I first beat this boss, I went and practiced it for a long time on normal, obviously, and on story, so it's a little bit easier, but you kind of get the patterns down, and the only thing that really changes is like parry timings a little bit and damage amounts. So again, I'm not really an informative Let's Player. I have plans because I've played these games before. I have plans for my walkthrough, and I kind of not walkthrough Let's Play. I kind of structure how, like, what I'm going to do, but I don't usually know how I'm going to do something unless I've played it even more than I've played this game. But anyways, that's just not my normal style. But let's go talk to Toshi, see what's up. We beat the corrupt rot god. It went actually way better than I thought it was going to. But luckily for me, we beat it. So let's talk to Toshi and see what's up.
Our ancestors trusted in the power of the mountain shrine. Its waters nurtured our village, gave us life, strengthened our connection to the spirit realm. I could not understand why it would betray us. Our home was crumbling, and the people looked to me for answers. I failed them, and could only watch as life drained from the village.
So we should do nothing? You should take action.
The creature is connected to the balance of the land. Its presence, the famine. They are part of a natural cycle. The land needs time to heal. We must cross the mountains. It's time to look for a new home.
Your faith in the old ways has blinded you.
Lead our people, and they will follow you.
Zajiro, you have the power to stop this. We should drive it out.
Put down the staff, Toshi.
I will end this suffering.
Why are you punishing us? Why? What did we do? Answer me. How many people must die? Why? Tell me! Don't turn your back on me! Listen to me! We devoted ourselves to you! We don't need you. This is it. Sajiro once told me change was an essential part of life. He understood the Lord God's purpose. Fear drove my actions, and I destroyed something beautiful. If I had just listened to Sajiro, how many could have been saved?
I'm sorry, Toshi. We're not meant to suffer such pain. Grief is natural, but it can imprison us, change who we are. Your torment has lasted long enough. Nothing will change what happened here. You must forgive yourself so the land can heal.
Come, Toshi. Our time here is over. Goodbye, Kana. There is only one spirit left for you to help.
Alright, meditate at the mountain shrine. It's a new fast travel point for us. New challenges available at the Mask Shrine. Mountain Shrine is now here. Cool. The Rock God is not my favorite, by the way. Boss fight. That's why when I was looking at speedrunning this game and all that stuff, why I spent so much time trying to trying to learn it and all that, because it is not a fun fight. The fact of like you going back to the very beginning if you die, not my favorite. But as you guys can very well see, other than the shrine or the trials, excuse me, we have all of the hats, all of the charms. We got everything in this game. It's a fantastic game. We'll have more time to talk about it in a little bit. We have to go finish the final mission here, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, of letting go. You can kind of understand Toshi's motives. Everybody's dying, he's scared for the village, but also then like forcibly taking a staff from Zaju. His name is Zajuro, by the way, they just call him Zaju. Taking it from him and causing this chain reaction. Would have everybody have died? Should they have left? Could they have stayed here? I guess we'll never know. But the corruption drove everybody out and everybody died, so his actions didn't save anybody in the long run anyway. So now we have to just go over here and let's meditate at the mountain shrine. And it says letting go is our quest objective, so let's go ahead and do that.
Goodbye, little friend.
And there we go. We get the Master Spirit Guide and the Platinum. Awesome. I enjoy getting Platinum trophies. I've been waiting on this one for a long time because I really didn't want to do that final fight because of how much I practiced it and how hard it was on normal. And even story mode, like when I said when I was looking into speedrunning it, I didn't want to go through all of that and get all of the collectibles again just to get the Platinum. But I really wanted to play the game through. That's why I chose it for this Let's Play. Fantastic game. Like I said, you can understand Toshi's motives a little bit. Again, whether you necessarily agree or not, especially the way he handled Zajuro there, Zaju taking the staff and doing all that. So it looks like literally everybody in this village was a spirit. They're all dead. We helped a lot of spirits move on with all the spirit mail that we did. And the rot were also kind of spirits then too, because I feel like when the rot god did the cleansing of the land there, I think that was it being done too, and you know, it getting rid of the corruption. So basically the rot were spirits, Zaju was a spirit, Taro, Adira, Hana, Benny and Saya, Toshi, they're all spirits, and we basically just uncorrupted an area so that I guess maybe at some point other people could move into that area and come again. What I don't understand about the story though, there is the theory of it being Kana being a spirit as well, which I think is now officially debunked because of the sequel, which I can't wait for. We're probably going to stream that one because, as you guys know, I do streams of games I haven't played. We're doing Ghost of Yotai right now. We're going to do Crimson Desert when that comes out, as long as we're done with Ghost of Yotai. But yeah, I think we might stream Scars of Kasamora. I think it's Kana Scars of Kasamora, I believe is what the sequel is called. When that comes out, we will probably stream it. As far as games go, I know people probably wonder about this. I will do games that I've streamed as a Let's Play, because my streams and my Let's Plays are two different things. My streams are just my first playthrough of a game. I'm just kind of chilling with you guys playing a game like I normally would, because that's why I use my free time of gaming. It's just I'd rather do it with you guys and chat with people and say hi on Twitch and on YouTube. So that's just my normal gaming time. Whereas my Let's Plays are more structured. I don't want it to be as structured as this last episode has been, where I know exactly how to beat the boss and what I'm supposed to do. Like I said, I play games and I kind of have an idea. But like when I played God of War, I don't remember where all the collectibles are. I don't remember how to beat everybody. Same with Spider-Man. I have a general idea of what I'm going to do each episode and how to play the game, obviously. But I don't know what exactly I'm trying to do or where everything is. I don't go in with like a guide of here's where the rot were, here's where the hats were. I kind of just, you know, go in an area, and I remember some things obviously, but I try not to be like, oh guys, so this is over here. Even if I do remember where something is, I'm just gonna kind of do it my own way. Whether you guys like it or not, that's neither here nor there. That's how I enjoy doing these Let's Plays, the recorded versions compared to the streams. So that's how I'm going to continue to do them. So I do apologize for the more robotic walkthrough type for this one, but I mean, that's how it had to happen, because that's how I knew how to play the game, because I knew how to play the game and I knew how to beat the boss. Whether I could do it or not was a different story. I was worried about whether I would be able to do it, but anyway, Kane is a great game. 8.5, 9 out of 10 game to me. I think more of an 8.5 based on the length and like some of the complaints I do have. Thanks for playing. Well, thank you, Ember Labs, for a fantastic game. But you've unlocked new game plus, new challenges, hidden secrets await. Cool. So, as far as we're concerned, we beat everything. We got everything that was in the main game. We didn't do the trials and get all the hats and charms from the trials. I don't know if I'm going to do that. We will see. I am undecided. We might, but we might not. If I do, it'll be released alongside whatever our next Let's Play is, which I have a pretty good idea, but I'm not 100% sure. Which will start right after this. The day after this episode airs, the next Let's Play will start. So I just don't know exactly what game we're going to do. And I'd probably keep it a secret if I knew exactly what game I was going to do, but I'm not sure. But that's what we will do going forward. I'm not 100% sure whether we're going to do all the trials or not. We'll see. We might not. Because it would be kind of cool to see them, but I've also seen some of the trials, and some of them look kind of not really my thing that I want to do. Like I'm pretty sure I saw one of them where you fight the hunter and warrior at the same time, which, yeah, that would be a fun fight to do, don't get me wrong, but to do everything to get the masks and the charms, because you have to 3-star everything or whatever it is in this, like do all 3 of the objectives to get all of it. I just don't know if I have that in me or the will or want to do it. If there was a trophy related to it, I probably would, but since there's not, I'm less motivated. And I think this playthrough is good as it is, since we did basically everything. So anyways, I'd rate this game a solid 8.5, 8 to 8.5. I don't know why I said 9. 8 to 8.5. It's a really, really good game, and the story is really good, but there's questions, like a bunch of stuff like, where did Kana come from? Maybe more that'll get announced. The combat turns into basically rot hammer and dodge, which again isn't bad. I have fun with the combat and hitting things. I actually like the game more on normal than on master difficulty, because it's one of those where it's like it just makes things like harder artificially. It's like you just take a little bit extra damage, which is fine. But I'm more of a, I should take more damage but still do the same amount of damage as normal. Like if I should be able to headshot those little bird things and do like one shot them, that would be perfect. Or headshot an enemy and one shot it, but I still take the same amount of damage as normal, or as on master. I still take more damage on master. I'd be cool with that, but I just don't like where they just make things tankier and then you take more damage. Like I feel like there should be a little bit more of a balance than that. But anyway, fantastic game. The graphics are wonderful. The Pixar animation style is fantastic. Yeah, I love the game. Like I said, 8, 8.5 out of 10 type of game for me. Like right on the upper echelon of those games. Like I said, there's a few 10s for me in my life. God of War was one of them. But those 10s are, again, people argue, it doesn't mean that the game is perfect. It just means that I very much enjoyed it, and the good parts outweigh the imperfections. Because people are like, you can't have a 10 out of 10 game. No game is perfect. I was like, no. But what you can do is the things that they do really well can outweigh the negatives, leading to it appearing to be a quote-unquote perfect score, in my opinion. Because like if some parts of a game are a 15 out of 10 and other parts are an 8 or a 9 and it bumps it down, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm rambling now because I like to talk about games, and that's why I stream and that's why I do this. We can all talk about games and we can build a community and do all of that stuff. So that's all I have. That is the end of Kana Bridge of Spirits. I hope you guys enjoyed. And in the next videos, we will be doing our next Let's Play. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.